love in our hearts, we're light in the sky. Ruby and gold, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOL angels, shining so bright, spreading love, lifting hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the angels, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. To everyone who shares this dream, you're the light, you're the beam. Thank you for love, for faith, for grace. Together we shine, one heart, one place.
Hello, hello. What is up, everybody? We're coming at you live for episode 14 of LOL Angels with your hosts, Ruby Spacek and the lovely Lo. What is up,
How are
Lo?
you guys doing today? Welcome to LOL Angels. We are outside today. Me and Ruby both, okay?
Yeah,
Ruby-
I do like to keep a nice backyard, and it's so nice that I don't want to show it off and make other people feel jealous, envy, because that can stir all kinds of spiritual poisons. But I do like to tend to my little, just a little whatever kind of garden situation.
I like it.
Beautiful day.
It looks very nice. I mean, I wish you could have been outside with me today, but I think the green screen looks pretty decent, so we'll take it.
I actually think it looks pretty good too. At a glance, it actually is almost believable. And do you know what else is almost believable? Jimmy's lies. Sorry to just go right into it, but we've all been lied to on this show because we try to take people at their word. We try to trust people and be open, inviting community. And I've never encountered someone who would make something like that up, but online I'm encountering all kinds of things I had never encountered before. So
yeah, no, we honestly we need to go from the top because I still need filled in with all of the little details. I know obviously the big main lie of what it was, but obviously it all started here on LOL Angels. So I feel like this is the perfect place to kind of break everything down for everyone. Just get into all the details because I think that you obviously have been getting more updates than what I've been getting. I did see that someone had tagged us in the videos of people posting the screenshots of him lying and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I couldn't really read or watch through the whole thing. So I just need I need you to give me all the info, and we just need to talk about it and sit on it because I still don't know how I feel about it. I don't know.
It makes me feel gross. It makes me feel used and betrayed because if you watch, and here's just a screen grab, this was the first time that, we had this long heart to heart. We were all crying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's beyond just lying online. It's just the utter manipulation and going on our platform and manipulating not just us but our audience too.
Mm-hmm.
And then for what? So for the people who don't know, it was confirmed and Jimmy admitted to both of us that he was never dying from a brain tumor. He did have kidney cancer 5 years ago, but what we can say for sure is that he was definitely never dying of a brain tumor. He's not in hospice.
That on LOL Angels, though, that he was dying from a brain tumor. And he did say on your live that morning he could have said it wrong, and maybe that's why we misinterpreted, but we misinterpreted it because you if you explained it wrong, you explained it wrong. That's not like, we didn't believe that just because we wanted to. That's what you said. Like, so,
He
and
said
it
he
was
was dying of a brain tumor, less than a year to live. He was like, and we can also look at the video. It's actually already clipped. It was like one of the first, segments that I clipped out and just uploaded to like the videos area.
right.
But it's also confirmed he's not currently in any kind of hospice. That is his
Oh yeah, that's what
living
I'd seen that.
parents.
Know like how they found out that he wasn't in hospice. Because remember, like when we were on live with me, you and Lynx, like he showed around the room and he was like, "Oh, I'm in
The
hospice."
little lady's room, right?
You know what I mean? It kind of like, I was like, oh, like it could make sense just because there's houses, that people will make, or there's like people's homes that they'll make into a facility for people that, need to be in that type of situation. But it just like, I don't know, with the padlock on the door and everything else, and not only like the outside sources like telling us kind of what they thought it was. I thought it was a halfway house too. I thought like maybe it was his own house. I don't know. Me personally, it didn't
It's
seem.
his parents. And for the people who want to know how I know these things, so this had started coming up where people were messaging me, just being like, just so you know, that guy's like a pathological liar. And last week on Celebrity Sunday, he was talking about, and he had mentioned getting gunshots before, but he like escalated it to now he had survived a gunshot wound to the head. But then when we asked to see the gunshot wound the other day, he said that it was in his groin area. So that's why he couldn't show us. Bold-faced lie. And also, the wife has seen streams and said that is his parents' house. This is the woman who lived there for 20 years. I got her number because he sent me his medical records, like that just had a bunch of other stuff on it. And he thought I'd be too lazy to actually go through it and like check, and would just be like, oh, he sent something. Like, nah, he was almost right. But a little birdie named Z-Star kept bugging me about it. And I like looked at it and I was like, there is no tumor here. Like, wouldn't that be mentioned? Like,
Right.
He's like, has, plenty of mental health issues and things like that. And he did have the cancer from years ago that I believe was in remission, but nothing about a tumor. But what it did have was his emergency medical contact, his wife. And I texted her. And I'm not the only one who did.
So it was a confirmed thing, though, that from her that he lives in his parents' house.
Yep. Where he is
that
streaming
alone-
from to us. Yep.
And it's like that alone with already like the lies that he had said, right? You would think that when he came up on your panel that morning, like that would be his chance to finally be like, okay, I lied about this, I lied about that, but this is the truth. And that was the reason that I was asking the questions that I was asking, not only because you had asked some of the same ones previously before, but I wanted to see if he was going to say the same things. And also if anything new was going to come out. And like everyone's seen in the stream, he literally showed his whole room and was like, he's in like, what did he say? A facility or whatever the fuck it was called.
He's in hospice. But then remember when I was like, wait, so what are you dying from if it's not a brain tumor? And he's like, doesn't matter. You seem to think I'm this horrible liar. And he went immediately like just acting how a fucking liar who's caught acts. Just like going on the attack, being very invasive and weird. Like he was not forthcoming. He said he needed time to like prepare a defense, aka like probably Photoshop something together. It was not adding up.
No, well, he did
text, and he also then his lie to save himself. Sorry to cut you off, but before I forget, his lie to save himself about why he told us he had less than a year to live was he said he has an assisted suicide date already set. They don't do that unless you're
when you told me that, I really on it, Ruby, when you really told me that, and I was like, damn, like you're right, like they don't do assisted, help with death, whatever the fuck, dignity with death, if you're not like mentally ill and you're going to be dying soon, or you have like this crazy reason of like they can assist you with that. So it's just like, I mean, it's not like, you guys know me, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like I want someone to be able to like say their truth, how they really feel. And I still, obviously we don't 100% know every single detail. So I'm not going to say like, oh, he's this complete fucking liar and like did all these things. But at the same time, like we know the lies that was said to us on the stream. We know what was said on that first episode of LOL Angels. And just that alone, like that LOL Angels episode where he literally came up and made like made it his, like, you know, his objective of that night to apologize to you, to cry to you, for you to cry with him, for both of us to like give him that sympathy maybe that he's looking for. And that really is what's killing me. Like I'm like thinking about that, like, yeah, you lied about everything, but why are you trying to make us like feel bad for you? Like, what's your intentions behind doing that? I don't understand. And then the screenshots with him texting like Grace's side and saying like, oh, the other side is boring, please take me back, all this shit. And it's just like I don't care whether you think this side is boring or not, but don't like do that flip-floppy wishy-washy shit where you're like, oh, Lo and Ruby, I love you, and then really behind our backs you're like, oh, this side is boring and I don't fuck with them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I even asked him about that and he was too pussy to say anything. He just was like acted confused. Like, and I agree, Universal Jones, it's pretty sick. And at the end of the day, I do not want anyone to like harass this man. The reason people become pathological liars, it's like a maladaptive, like some kind of trauma response. Doesn't excuse it, but it's like, this is someone who's sick in a different kind of way that people aren't as sympathetic to. So he plays up these other sicknesses, you know, and like someone had mentioned that like Pavilion said, when he had kidney cancer years ago, he probably loved the attention and wanted to carry it on.
That might be true. See, like, and it's just like, I hate thinking of people like this. And I hate like, you know, just even really speaking on shit like this. But Jimmy was like one of the, like, to me, he was one of the really good members of our community. Like, he always
starting up his own channel. I was gonna help him do it. He asked me to film his death.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. He asked me to like
about his daughter watching us. It was it went fucking deep. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wanted you to video his death. He wanted me to do an interview with his daughter, and it's just like, why go to these extreme lengths to involve us when you know, like, well, like, obviously we're trying to be better people. We're trying to be good, kind, genuine people. And it's like, I told everyone the other day, like, you know, I did actually genuinely pray for him out of my own time outside of LOL Angel, like, on some real shit for real. And that also like made me feel some type of way. Cause it's just like, I don't like regret praying for you. I don't want to take that back, obviously, because there's nothing wrong with praying for someone. But it's like, if I would have known, like, I could have at least prayed for the right things. You know what I mean? Like, help him out with his lying or whatever the fuck, like, not, oh, like, help him with, you know, his health. And obviously, yes, that should still go along with it. But I'm like praying specifically because he said, oh, I'm about to die within however long. And me and my wife just divorced. But that's what I'm saying with everything. He not only told us all that one day, but the story about his childhood, the story with his divorce, with his child, like, he told us everything that day. And that also just like plays into it and gives it context. Cause like, you don't have to do that if you're going to be lying about your situation. You know what I mean? Like, why are you trying to make us feel bad? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's shocking, but at the same time, you know, we want to try to find the lesson in this. And it's a weird balance to like try to like be, you know, trusting, open, accept people, try to see the best in people, but not be naive and gullible. I did start when he talked about the gunshot wounds. To me, I was like, wow, he's either incredibly unlucky, or maybe there's some embellishment or exaggeration. Like, maybe he feels like to keep interest, he needs to like up the antics till it like becomes too big of a lie to contain.
That's what I think. I also think like that's why I try to tell you guys, like, I don't lie online. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, what I show to you guys is really who I am, because like, not only is that just like the right thing to do, but I can't lie for shit. Like, if I say a lie online and I somehow, you know, maybe forget about that, like, and somebody catches on to the lie, I really don't understand how people lie online. I don't get it. It's too much effort. It's too much to put into it.
I know, but it's like, it's the effort, but also the toll it takes on your soul. But like, some people don't realize that or experience that. Like, for me, I would not be able to deal with the guilt, you know, but I can't say that I'm this perfect person who never ever lies, because I'm just not sure. Because it's easy to like say, if I'm like running late, I could be like, oh, I forgot my keys. I'll think of something fake to say. And then I'm like, why am I thinking of something fake to say? So I feel like it's almost always better to just say like, I'm late because I suck at managing my time. This is kind of like a chronic issue. You know, I think people respect it a lot more, because those little lies, it's weird deception. And it's like, if you get caught in a little lie like that, it makes people question everything.
Yeah, no, doesn't it? Because it really does like make someone just look at you and you're like, what did you have to, especially when it's something small. Yes, this isn't something small, but this was definitely a lie that was super, like, you could have avoided this, Jimmy. Like, no offense to you. Like, hey, I still like am hoping the best for him. Obviously, like saying, hey, I say that again to everybody. So at this point, nothing new, but it still was fucked up. Like, it's just a whole fucked up situation. And I don't know. Like, I don't understand people's lies. There's bugs out here. That's why I keep waving my hand. See, I don't like being outside, guys.
We try to keep it fresh for you guys, do a little something.
Literally, I'm dealing with bugs right now because I'm trying to.
It's important to get outside, like, especially if you're like someone like me. I love the internet, and I can have fun online all day forever, but I have to force myself out into that scary world.
Yeah.
Why would someone telling the truth have to expose? Oh yeah, some people are saying something about Jimmy exposing me. I don't know what that could possibly mean. I was only ever kind to him, and I'm probably very too open on
what does he have on you? Like what?
I know, it's like, what are you gonna say, that I was a fentanyl addict? Ooh, are you gonna say that like I was involuntarily institutionalized? Ooh, I'm so scared. Oh, that I was naked online? I've been hazed by the internet. Okay. And it's a beautiful day to not have any secrets or to be living a fucking pathological lie.
Mm-hmm.
The stress of like the guilt and the paranoia and like it's just it's upsetting on like many levels. It's
Get Crack said Lo needs to wear a bug keeper outfit to protect him from bugs and the male gaze of Jeremy. I told you yesterday, or I didn't even really get to tell you because I think I texted you about it. I told you about it in your stream, I think earlier, or was that yesterday or something? I don't even know when that was.
Earlier you mentioned that Jeremy came on to trivia last night.
Well, he was on, like, he came on in the beginning, and it was cool because, like, that was, like, my second or third time ever talking to him, but I did not know who he was. Like, when he was in the back, I was like, who's Jeremy? And Universal was like, you know who that is? And I was like, no, I don't. Like, who is that?
You recognize
I recognize Radio Foreman. And so when Universal told me, like, oh, that's Radio Foreman, I'm like, oh, shit. So, like, I let him up. But I'm like, I immediately hopped on his ass. Like, why do you be talking shit in the comments? Because that's weird. Like, I don't like people who do that. Because 1 minute you want to be up on, obviously, the panel with me, being all friendly. Oh, Lo, you're so hot. So you're so beautiful. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Like, please don't be wishy-washy with me. But no, it wasn't. But then,
kind of like trolly too. So I don't take him that serious when he's like, I think he liked both of our shows. He's been somewhat pleasant, but he's also from like Grace's community, so that's
that's why I was like, oh, that I mentioned that too. I was like, you're a Grace simp, and like I don't care. It's just like I personally don't want, like, if you guys are over here just to like be lurking and shit, I don't want it. Like, you guys can. I don't need the view. Okay, it's really not that hard to think about. But what was? Oh yeah. So and then he came back at the end of my stream, like right as soon as I was about to end it. So I like had pulled him up really quick, and he was just like, oh, I just wanted to ask you one thing. Like, can I just fly you out? I want to take you on a date. Like, I'll fly you out, pay for the date, do whatever. I'm like, no, thank you.
Oh, people, they really will just not let, like, how many times we have to say, like, neither of us are interested in, like, sex or dating or anything. Like, there's no signal Lo is giving to the world that says, hi, I'm looking for
thank you,
Radio Foreman, to fly me out so we can fuck. Like, that's not the vibe.
Oh yeah, and he pulled his. I forgot about that. He pulled his shirt up, was showing his chest and his abs. Well, I play into it because it's my channel, so like I'm trying to get the content. But he's like flexing with his.
I like having him panels. I want him to call in sometime.
No, he is funny. I can't lie. I didn't mind having him on the panel, but when it comes to like the dating out, like hopefully it's just not a reoccurring thing that he's gonna ask, because it's a no from now to the end of time.
Exactly. I don't know where the comment went, but someone said that like Jimmy's gonna go prove that I'm the liar on Grace's channel, and I just don't know how. I don't know if he's planning on just like doctoring some things or like pressuring his ex-wife into like saying something, when we all heard that she said he had benign ear tumors removed. That yes, in a hypothetical where if they had not been removed and were left untreated for many years, there is a hypothetical where they could have become cancerous. It's very Boogie 2988 coded.
That's why when it came to like the ear tumors, you know, that is something, if it was cancerous, that can, you know, come back and it be a problem. I absolutely am not saying that he's lying on that, but every single lie in between that to make it seem like you were actually like dying in that time, like those are all the lies. Like it doesn't matter like it does matter what you have, but in the midst of all of this, you lied about what was truly important. And yeah, I mean, do I say like, oh, let's ban Jimmy? Like, I don't know, but at the same time, he did text me on Discord, because remember I told you I was going to ask him if he wanted to have a Law and Order, and I told him like straight up,
what did he say?
I don't care if we really have it or not. And he was just like, what did he say? Something along the lines of just like, oh, I'm gonna do it on my time, and when I do show it, I'll show it on your channel. But he didn't really like address the Law and Order. He just said like, oh, I'll get my information together, I'm gonna do it on my time, and then we can do it on your page or on your channel. And I'm like,
he feels more comfortable doing it with the spawn of, I was going to say Satan, but we can call him Ben Thorpe too. Yes, the Thorpes. He thinks they are a more fair platform to. They're just gonna. I mean, who knows? I don't fucking know.
But then I also,
if there's anything we are ever wrong about, happy to correct.
I'm also still confused on who was the lady friend that he was talking about in that whole like stream that morning. You know what I mean? Like he kept mentioning someone like she was the one who obviously dropped the messages, leaked the messages, that was a part of this whole thing. And he has been mentioning some girl like when we did talk in Discord every once in a while. And that's why he kept, I guess, leaving and coming back to my Discord.
And joining. Like, that was another thing he did to get attention, is every day announce, I just can't, everyone hates me here. I can just tell. And like, nothing would have happened. Mm-hmm. And then he would just like type out this whole thing, get all of us to fawn over him being like, no, you're so low. No. Like, it was all just a weird.
Do you think like 100% like everything he like talks about was a lie? Like, cause like I'm still like on.
If I went to jail, we saw that in the background check, which we got.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he wasn't lying about that, and I believe he's probably an addict. That's why he lives in his parents and is in the situation that he's in. It's addiction leads to bad outcomes. I say that as an addict.
I don't know how I feel about it, Ruby. Like, it makes me just feel some type of way. Not like necessarily bad, but like, I just wish we could know the truth. But obviously, I don't think it's gonna come out. I really don't.
I think the truth did come out, but we'll see. If it came to Law and Order with like some real like evidence, but just the way he was acting, he kept changing his story and changing the lies. And like, where's the gunshot wound to your head, my brother? Like,
no, I just want like the words to come out of his mouth. Like he's not obligated to do that for us, but yeah. I just want him to say it with his mouth and just be like, oh, like, yes, guys, I did lie. Like, this is what I lied about. This is what's really the truth and whatever. Like all of these, like, yes, this is the truth, but all of these things are coming out through like text messages or whatever. Like, I want to hear this coming from him. You know what I mean? Like that's what's really going to like settle this for me, but he's not going to do that. That's why I'm just going to accept it for what it is and move on with my YouTube, experience. That's it. So.
Exactly. And it's like, what do we do like going forward? Like, it sucks that what he takes away from us is us like, now we're going to be more suspicious of someone telling us a sad story. And that's fucked up. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to become a paranoid person who thinks everyone's lying and playing games, because that's not healthy either. But I just the extent he went to, which we do have a clip of, which I can pull up just so that people can see why we are so kind of like freaked out by this. And this was just like our first interaction. We knew him for like, we interacted since the early like episode 2 of Fall Angels, I think, like super early on. Let me pull it up. It's on our YouTube. Let me just slow up this.
This is actually crazy.
What?
Just this whole situation.
Yeah. Agreed.
Absolutely. I was just like thinking about it. I'm just like looking at the comments and shit. Like, It is crazy.
It feels like a Black Mirror episode. Like,
what'd you say?
It feels like a Black Mirror episode. Like that
Doesn't
stream
it?
we were doing. Like, yeah, it's just insanity.
It's
All
weird.
right.
But what video did you have to pull up? The one that we got tagged in?
Oh no, I can pull those up too though, because someone else, like a week before I texted Jimmy's now ex-wife, a week before that, someone else texted them, and that person posted the leaks online. So there's conversations floating around, just kind of showing that the wife has no idea what they're talking about, tumor or this or whatever, and yeah, a few things that are just not looking for too good for him. All right, let me pull this up.
Yeah, let me see it.
The
story definitely does grow. Like there's so much. I feel like that's what I'm saying. There's so much missing from this story. Like, all right, we're gonna pull up the.
We hit the 1 hour mark of like trying to talk about what we wanted.
Oh my gosh,
to talk
wait!
about.
Before we get into this, this was what, our second episode or something, third episode.
I think so.
Like, we're on our 14th, guys. Shout out to LOL Angels. Like the video, subscribe. We really do appreciate all you guys who tune in and support the channel. So we love you very much. This is a really
myself. I'm so excited to announce that we surpassed 400 subscribers. We've coasted past that. We're probably closer to 420.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And we only have one singular slot left to be one of the founding members of our Discord. So it'll be a race to see who gets that last slot. Yeah, and then there might be one more opening up.
I was about to say, when we finally have our 100, I know that you probably already have something in your head that you want to make for the community and for the Discord members. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet, but it's something like, I don't know. And I'm sorry, guys, if there's noise, I'm outside. I can't help it. So
no, you sound good, and it's coming through really clear. All right. Just so people can see, let me just kind of get the vibe of what methadone, all the detoxes, all the rehabs, all the harm it's caused and stress to my family. Okay, so I'm from he's opening up, I'm opening up, getting teary-eyed, telling him really personal things, because he came and was really open with us. And I'm a fairly open person too, and he said he had this history with addiction, so we were bonding over that. And I don't know, it makes me wonder, was he ever an addict?
No, dude, he said that he was shot up between the toes with heroin by some older lady. You don't remember that? I'm not saying, oh, that's a lie. He said that was his childhood, but even now,
doubt it now, man. I don't know. What a doozy. One choice, it's just
But look at you now.
Yeah.
Look at you now, Ruby. That's what you got to concentrate.
Doesn't this make you sad though? Because it's damn.
Advice. I've been off heroin for 27 years now.
That's amazing.
Congratulations to you.
I hope I'm gonna say that someday. That's what I want.
You are, Ruby. See, what did I tell you about earlier? You don't hope, you are going to say that someday.
I really.
Anyway,
still to this day.
So she taught me how to shoot up in between my toes. So
here's that part you're talking about.
My heroin,
my past,
story. So I quit talking about it to people, and that helped me. That may help you. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. I've been noticing that. I've when I was in the Lolcow Live Discord, there was 2 topics I couldn't talk about. It was drugs or grace, because I kept looping in this toxic, these, I didn't even realize how bad it was until other people pointed it out. And, thank goodness for that, because it has helped me shift away from it. But at the same time, it's hard to know. It's so much a part of my story that it's hard to balance how much to think about it. But I am trying to move away from it broadly.
Yeah, no, I think that is absolutely true. The more you speak about it, the more it's just going to keep involving your life. So you definitely got to just take a step away.
Yeah,
my heroin,
my past,
My heroin dependency started out. I was raped when I was 12.
Holy shit!
Yeah, my nanny, she was
questioning everything now because
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so the man's been raped, he's been shot, he's had cancer, he's dying of a brain tumor, he battled heroin addiction, he's rich, by the way, his parents are dead, they left him in a state.
No, and you know what else he said? I was thinking about the other day. He told us he was in the cartel and he went like to Colombia for like 4 years or something, and he had to run away like from the cops.
Oh my God. I don't remember that, but I believe you. He'll say
he'll say it probably in like 5
older than I was, and
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, so she taught me how to shoot up in between my toes. So so
the woman who raped him when he was 12 also injected heroin between his toes.
Oh yeah, Venezuela. That's what it was. Mm-hmm.
What was it?
It was Venezuela, not Colombia. You don't remember that, Ruby? I remember that.
I mean, my brain is like fried. So.
Well, now that I think about it, that's actually fucking hilarious. Like, you really said that you ran from like the U.S. Marshals, ran to Venezuela, like helped out the cartel, and then came back to America.
Bro, this is ridiculous. Like,
by the age of 15, I had $1,000 a week habit.
By the age of 15, he had a 1,000. I mean, it's like each thing, it's like, yeah, it's possible. These things are possible. There are teenage heroin addicts, but it's just so many.
Yeah, I used for quite a while, and I'm not proud of some of the things I did to get the money. Like, I got into a lot of trouble with the feds.
Wow.
I used to deal firearms. Illegal firearms. So
that's a dangerous industry.
Yeah, the drug trade.
The underground gun market can be a little
underground market. Yeah.
Straight from 12 years old, though, is what makes it even crazier. People do get into, all types of bad stuff very young. Yeah. At earliest ages of,
at 11, 12, smoking, drinking.
But to be getting taught that at the age of, what had happened to you, and getting taught that at the age of 12, that just makes it even worse. Because I'm sure by you being 12 all the way even up to, I'm sure, past 18, you didn't understand that that's not like the right way that you were supposed to be doing it, because that's what you were taught,
Right. Mm-hmm. And here's the messed up thing about it. Your doctor friend, he might vouch for this too, was I come from a background where I done a lot of bare knuckle fighting. So I have what they call pugilistic.
I've done a lot of bare knuckle fighting. Just for the record, I don't want to shame anyone's height, but he's a very small man. Because I saw his medical stats. And unless those were doctored because he wants people to feel sorry that he's so tiny, I just don't believe he's gotten in a lot of bare knuckle fights. These are all sounding in retrospect like wild.
Now that we're like listening back to it, everything just sounds so fucking like such a lie, and I get it, but I don't know. This is sounding so bad. And we're trying to give good advice too. We're talking to him saying we understand. Like, we just sound like dumbass bitches. Like, what is going on?
We got to learn from this, man. But it's like we're trusting. We want to see the good things in people. And, I guess we have a little more experience online and are seeing that this lying.
Hey, shout out to Alex Moore, W God, W Stream. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. All praise to the Most High, of course.
Dementia. I don't know if you've heard of that.
But I know
a lot of repeated concussions. I have post-traumatic concussive syndrome and all that stuff. But I can't sue the person because of that. Like, I can't lock the person who sexually assaulted me at a young age because I have pugilistic dementia. So there's a chance that it didn't happen. If you can believe that, that's what the court said. Yeah.
I'm thinking that chance more likely than ever.
So
I believe that.
Yeah. So when I realized that,
I just want to cringe for myself.
To help me,
but like, I don't know.
I'm gonna cringe.
He's saying a lot. Chat. Where were you?
Honestly, no. Even other people said though, like they were convinced too, because he really does have that just voice, and I don't know. There's just something about him that makes you want to believe him. But obviously, now that we know, it's like, I don't know. So yeah, I guess what they say. What do they say? Like even the sweetest faces, or like the sweetest faces are usually the evilest ones, or something. Damn, he really played us, and it is what like that. You guys know me; it is what it is. But like, bro, I'm just sitting back, like really watching this shit. Like, I'm getting cringed out by myself. I'm getting cringed out by the things.
Not by you, but at myself. I'm just like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm cringing out for both of us, literally.
Hey, this is part. You know, we are self-reflective people. You know, we want to learn and grow from this, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we're guilty of being fairly trusting, open people, and that's hard to pull off on the internet, okay? And we're trying to make it work.
Good to break the law, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, because I feel like it seems like they were against you, especially with that type of dynamic that you had. So I understand where you're coming from.
Right. So you know, I started doing Golden Gloves when I was young too, so it didn't help. You know, they didn't know a lot about. I'm from a different era than you guys. I was born in the 70s. We'll leave it at that. You know, so but yeah, I was born in a different era. We didn't know about concussions. Like I'll be 52. Really I'll be 52 this month, Ruby, February 28th.
And I'm like, yeah, that's true. They didn't really know. Did they not really know? Did they really not know about concussions?
No, when you said that was what, back in 1970s something, or yeah, 1970s, almost 80s. They knew about concussions back then.
Look at me just like confirming that it's true. It just sounded true. Wow. Wow. This is wild.
I was just clinically diagnosed bipolar 2.
Oh my God.
At the age of 52.
Wow. Bro, it just was really quick. Your whole life. Like we're only what 8 minutes into this little clip, how many has he already said back to back that he's hitting us with, and we're like, damn, like that's so crazy. This has already been like the sixth thing, I think. Like I don't even, let's really count how many times.
Wild.
Okay, go ahead and play it. I'm sorry, I just had to point that out.
And they've never been tested for it. They just never found out.
Dude,
I
have, but. Dude, that's so funny.
Oxycarbazepine, because I take seizures too. So
it's like
seizures too, bro. Jimmy's like,
yeah, I'm prescribed that have a pet, and I don't know if it's the same one, but it's also like big, like it's these huge pills, and everyone people see it, they're like, "Whoa, those pills are huge! You must be so crazy." It's like the pill size doesn't actually have a correlation with like the craziness of it.
Right.
Not the size of the pill.
My hat. Listen, I would put a hat on. I'm not afraid of being bald. I'm not Keemstar, but the chat always the chat always complains.
Why doesn't he show off his gunshot wound? He leaves that out of his, or maybe he brings it in later. But like, bro, I don't
remember if he brings in or not. I don't remember if he says something about that, but I did remember him for sure saying, I'm just waiting for the cartel thing to pop up, because that's what I remember asking him about it, because I was like, oh, can you tell us a little bit more just about what had happened? He was like, oh, I can't say everything because I'm still, you know, I'm in the United States now, and I'm like, okay, and like just
Shout out to Mackenzie. Oh, also, by the way, Mackenzie, I would love to know, she's going around telling people that I do phone sex with my donors.
What?
Yeah. Someone sent me like these screenshots of her being like, guys, I have a really reliable source that confirms that Ruby's doing phone sex. And I would love to know what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to call in and maybe elaborate, I'll drop the link just for you, honey.
Why would she say that though? Like, I mean, because of
jealousy,
your past?
envy, and she's Grace's little chihuahua. It's all about undermining. Oh, look at this fake whore. She's not actually like changed. She just is still doing it, and that's how she's able to make money. Blah 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 blah. But it's absolutely false. Absolutely.
Well, I was about to say, Ruby, you don't even need to tell me, because like I don't believe that at all. Like, and if somebody does believe it, it's really going to get shown that it's not true as quickly as that. Like, if you were doing it, I'm pretty sure you would be trying to promote yourself around Discord or YouTube streets. Like, if you're going to like tell a lie, at least make it believable. You know what I mean? Like, if she's doing something.
I mean, it is somewhat believable because I've done it in the past, but it would be like a betrayal to who I'm saying I am right now. And that's, you know, something I'm against. But I get people are skeptical online, but Mackenzie just spreading absolute lie. I think she made up the source. There is no source because this doesn't exist. So, but Mackenzie, if you want to come, maybe elaborate on that and why you feel compelled to like say that in every fucking chat you go in, like it would be, I don't know, I think interesting. Been in their Discord as much, and there was talks to me going to like stay with him and Brantley, but now just seeing how Log Hawk Queens has gone, and it's so much, definitely not the show that I would have wanted to do. It's not my style, like, you know,
right?
Pouring syrup all over my, it's just so not me.
You're better than that.
Well, Bot is beautiful. Tommy,
but I figured it's harmless, like, I don't know, maybe to do it like an IRL.
I don't take back that.
Let me tell you something. Like, in 5 days, I'm officially divorced. So,
is that it? Sounds like there's a lot of.
It's beautiful, but oh my gosh, like, can I just like, I don't know, like, just hearing everything in this short amount of time because you only been on
how
about 5 minutes now.
Like, he's like just settling into it. It's so disturbing. Oh, interesting.
That up is DMing my husband.
You didn't save it when you felt compelled to just say that about me. I'm asking you why you are spreading lies.
What does that have to do? First of all, I don't know if that up Southern girl all like that, but the little that I do know about her, she doesn't really seem like that type of girl. Like that. But even if she was, what does that have to do with you spreading Ruby? Like, I'm spreading lies about Ruby. That has nothing to do with anything.
Hurricane Carl, who will not communicate with me until October, told you that? That's your reliable source. Is
let's play this. I'm done looking at it.
I'm saying, like, obviously, I'm sure.
I was like, he's gonna have some trying
to give you. I'm sure you don't need sympathy or anything, but I just want to tell you, that I am sorry that all that stuff has happened because I'm sure you didn't envision this for your life or anything like that. And
no, but I've had a good life too. I mean, I have a beautiful daughter. And,
great.
My ex-wife is a wonderful woman. I ruined that marriage. I'll tell you that right now with undiagnosed problems. And I mean, she'll tell you
also, they weren't divorced yet, by the way.
They were still together because
divorce finalized like this month, and this is from months ago.
Didn't you just say they finalized it like last week?
That's what the now ex-wife said. Yeah, like on the 10th.
Yeah, the 10th was 6 days ago. That wasn't even a week ago.
Like,
so I mean, even if they were in the process of a divorce, that's like the least of the lies that he said. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, seriously.
Because this is the same house that he's in currently, and this is his parents' house. So,
yep.
None of that, but I was a very, I won't say abusive person with my words, but I'm very sharp-turned. You know, it's like, get away from me.
Exactly.
Just get away from me,
Yeah, that's why I do block button.
Yeah.
It's like, which I am a changed woman. I'm not a blocker anymore. I'm an unblocker. Bridge builder and a burner. The online way of saying, get away. Like, away.
And Lo, this is probably more for you than it is Miss Ruby. Because you seem to be the more spiritual one. No offense, Ruby. You said you just
absolutely.
God,
I'm brand new to even believing anything of this realm. I do feel like I have a strong spiritual experience, but I'm still very confused by it and finding out like what
I am sorry about this. My nose runs for being sick a lot. So.
Oh, you're super sorry. And he's sick. Well, everyone's sick. I was covering for my coworker today.
Not last week, but the week before that, I physically came on the show and couldn't talk. My voice sounded like
Look at that little grin.
Ruby, oh my gosh, this is not funny. I don't want to be everything. But I'm like, I have to laugh to not feel so cringed out from myself and
Dude,
storm this whole
seriously.
video.
Oh, well, you're doing fine. You should be cringed out by the pathological liar
I'm like,
who's
oh my
manipulating
gosh,
us.
Jimmy, I just want to say, I know you don't need the sympathy, but I'm so sorry. Like, ew, I make myself want to cringe out.
You're doing fine. We're just like,
Well,
I am
in
surprised
the
people
time,
are
though,
just,
in
like,
that
on
time.
board. Like,
Yeah, no, and in that time, in this moment, obviously, in the video, we thought that, you know, that was his life, that was his truth. So it is like, I'm nice, okay? I'm nice.
I had no reason not to believe him because he seemed like forthcoming in some ways. Like, yeah, I was abusive, or yeah, I did this, or, you know, telling things that aren't like flattering. But I guess it's all about like attention and sympathy.
Smoked 100 cigarettes a day for the last 50 years.
Yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
don't
Yeah.
mind any of your sickness. I swear, we all have it sometimes, so you're good.
I don't
no,
know who said that, but that was funny.
Too bipolar.
Continue.
You guys
with
get it
your-
because it's like bipolar 1 and the sequel is bipolar 2.
And
That's
as
why
a
I've been
matter of
diagnosed with
fact-
bipolar 2 and ADHD, and it's probably
Yeah,
true.
but-
I'm not on mood stabilizers anymore,
Oh,
as
I
people are
am.
probably noticing. So I don't know.
Oh, no. And you know what? I see Chill Forces there, and I really want to give him a big ups because he actually he gave me a DM and was talking to me about God and things, and that really meant a lot to me. I don't want him to think that I took that for granted. But my question for you, Lo, was I was raised Pentecostal. I don't know if you know anything about that religion.
No,
Like-
I'm not religious. I am very spiritual, but I'm not religious. I just believe in God, a higher power.
Right, like they speak in tongues, and you know, I went to the revivals 30 days at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe in God, and I believe that He can, but I struggle with the fact that He doesn't. The fact that I see His people struggle, and I've seen good people, good Christians.
I don't know why. It's just like, yeah, it's like once you find out someone's lying about something, everything just hits so different. And it's just like,
that's what I'm saying. I want to hear the cartel part. Like, I don't know where that's at in this video, but
this is just that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just or
good
try to
most-
like go like
Maybe I can
not
like sped up a
5
little.
minutes, not even 5 minutes. Yeah, speed it up to like one more.
Yeah.
1.25.
Muslims, whatever, die, begging and pleading,
Mm-hmm.
and He refuses to answer. And that's the problem I have with God.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and I say that respectfully. I'm not anybody to tell them God.
100%. And that's one thing. God doesn't get mad at you for having a curious mind, or even, it's not, I wouldn't necessarily say doubtful, but having doubtful questions that you don't understand, because obviously what His understanding is, we will never be able to comprehend. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I feel like the main points that I would like to make is, you know, this life that you're living is just an experience. You know, people only live up to 80, 90, maybe sometimes you can reach 100, but like, it's just an experience. And you have to remember there's always that eternal, obviously you're asking me, so I'm giving you my personal belief, so I'm not gonna,
right.
But so I believe obviously that there's an eternal life afterwards. And that is what a lot of people lack. And today, you know, they're focused so much in what their careers are and what their titles are on earth and what they need to be doing. And those things are important, but in my opinion, there is, you know, the eternal life afterwards. And so when people bring up the question or the, you know, the statement, you know, why does God let bad things happen to good people, or, you know, let bad things happen to children or things like that? Obviously there's the free will aspect. You know, God can't like force us to do anything. You know what I mean? Like he has to give us that free will to be like, basically, oh, you have to choose to let me. I don't want to force you to let me because we're not robots. We're His children, we're His people. And that ultimately, having free will instantly brought in, well, there has to be a good and there has to be a bad, because if I can't force you to love me and I can't force everything to be in my way.
Look at everyone was like in chat was like very welcoming, and I don't think people get like he was the most liked person. Like,
No, and that's what everybody fucks with him in the community, and that's why I don't like. You guys can't blame me and Ruby for believing him. Like, damn near everybody believed him. Like, some of you guys can say, "Oh, I could tell he was lying," but in reality, nobody came forward and said anything that anybody had suspicion. So we all were in the same boat. Like,
it's just
in my perfect way, then there has to be some type of balance in the world. And I feel like, yes, He does, I guess you could say, let those things happen, but He also understands, just how I do and how I explained it, that this is just temporary suffering and that there's a whole eternal world with Him, especially for the good people. So that's what I believe.
Well, I believe you two will definitely be there. I do
you.
believe that. I don't know about me. I'll probably be where the fun people are.
No. Perhaps.
No,
No, you can still have a good
I
mean, I don't know what I believe about afterlife. I didn't believe in it at all, and now it's like the first time where I'm starting to believe that, but I still have no idea what.
Well, I actually died. I actually overdosed on heroin as a teenager and was dead, I think, like almost 2 minutes. I mean, I didn't see no bright light.
He was dead for 2 minutes.
I didn't even notice that he said play that or go back like 10 seconds.
It's unbelievable.
I do believe that. I don't know about me. I'll probably be where the fun people are.
No, you can still have a good. I don't know. I don't know people are. I didn't believe in it at all, and that was like the first time where
where the fun people.
I still have no idea what.
Well, I actually died. I actually overdosed on heroin as a teenager and was dead, I think, like almost 2 minutes. I mean, I didn't see no bright lights, but I didn't smell no smoke either, just nothing.
That's a good sign.
I mean, obviously.
No, because he really said where the fun people are and he pointed down. That should have been our red flag, the biggest red flag there could have possibly been.
And then when he wanted to get away from us, he said, "We're no fun. I want to go with the fun people, aka the demons." Like,
oh my gosh, it's all making so much sense now.
Right? But I was just like, I don't believe him now that he's saying he literally was dead for 2 minutes and then came back. I mean, it's possible, but gosh.
Ghost of Niccolo, shout out to you. He said, as a drowning victim, this is giving me PTSD. Facts. And that's for the people who have actual issues out here in real time to go and that are actually dying. This could trigger somebody because who just sits here and like lies about that shit. I'm not saying what he said is everything is a lie. Everybody goes through shit. Everybody has a bad life, but obviously, if you're going to lie about a tumor being on your brain and you're dying in a year, then you can really lie about a lot. So,
just yet.
Oh,
but,
I know. But no,
I mean,
I could tell you horror stories.
I don't know.
Yeah, his username was tumor. It was his whole fucking identity.
So I just want you to always remember, though, like, even though, you might have those doubting thoughts and God, does let bad things happen on this earth. Like, think about those times, like you just said, you did die and you were brought back to life, or you woke up today. You do still get to see your daughter. Like, he makes all of these blessings happen in front of you that a lot of people pass by just because one bad thing is happening on the side. Right. And like, that just gives you that reminder that he is there and that he does love you and he does like want you to live a good life. And, even though your life has come to what it's become and, you said you stopped your treatment and stuff, that doesn't mean that you need to stop like living, if you know what I mean. Like, still live for yourself, live for your daughter, still live to be a good human being, even if, you do have those contemplating thoughts on God himself. You understand?
Right. I mean, I do want to find God. I mean, I want to find some type of, I don't know, finality, I guess would be the word. I guess is what
it's a sense of wholeness. Is like a lot of people do feel like a lacking, and then once they feel that they've been born again, which for me was a very distinct experience for Lo too, of just being like, all right, everything's different now. And I have some survivor's guilt. Like, I don't know why I had this experience, and some like Alex O'Connor, cosmic skeptic, studies theology. I would love for there to be a God, but just can't believe, or there's just I don't get it. I don't. Yeah.
I'm that person. I want to believe so badly in something so much bigger than myself. As selfish as that sounds, I've always had to. Ruby, you went through it. You've always had to depend on yourself when you do the things that we do, and you bring yourself through ideas and situations, and you did it.
Oh yeah. So I lived a very wild lifestyle, and there was like a lot of fun and beauty and expression. And I love playing music, but the drugs overtook me, and I lost all of that. So
and I replaced my faith with other things, drugs and the lifestyle that it entailed, and it wasn't all bad times. I'm not going to sit and say every day that I used drugs was horrible.
No, it's high highs and low lows, but it's like the lows get lower.
It's never too late. Like me and Ruby were just talking a little bit earlier in the channel. Like, it's never too late. It doesn't matter how old you are, what day it is, how long you've been acting like this, and of course, your past does matter a little bit. But once you do get somewhat right with God and you repent and you change your ways and your mind of your way of thinking, then that is automatically taking the next step to being who you want to be and like kind of like changing obviously your past. And like, what were we talking about? Like, what we say kind of surrounds ourselves, and that's who we become. So like,
thoughts to create reality. A thought precedes action.
Right.
So if there is a direct link, then the double slit experiment proved that particles behave differently, whether or not we're looking at the double slit experiment.
You're so funny. You said,
I can't.
Like I'm listening to myself like, why am I even explaining myself like this?
I know. I just want to hear it.
Right.
When you have a bad moment or a bad situation happen, don't just sit there and sulk and cry about it. Like, yeah, you can
go both ways. For me, it starts with little actions like this. So I made a 1-page a day. It's opened up a whole new world.
Oh my God. You have the most incredible eyes. I've told you that.
Yes,
you have
she's like,
beautiful eyes.
Okay, yeah, we're not even gonna listen to this simping
Who's
because the simping was fake too. The simping was fake too. Like, but the eyes, that comment is true. I can say that's the one thing true that Jimmy said. Your eyes, Ruby, are absolutely beautiful.
All right, thank you.
It's not a human being.
Wow,
really
that was.
You really do.
I do a lot of compliments on my eyes. I appreciate that.
You guys know that I support Grace, and I'll leave it at that. What you and Grace have is between you and Grace.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wrong about you, man. So wrong about you. And
I mean, I don't know what you thought, but
no, can you?
So bad.
You got a little fucking fat.
So, as far as our relationship goes, mine and Grace, she's never done anything to me, so I can't. I hate you now,
Yeah, I mean, it's all their complicated, dark situation episode. It's been like
here's why, because like what made me come around to you was when you were at the clinic and you had your meltdown. I know what that feels like. And I know what that feels. I'm sorry. And I know what that feels like.
This is the shit that's gonna piss me off. Is the crying. I said this is the shit that's gonna
manipulate her.
He really made it was a very nice compliment. What he said, is the truth. You did go through something, and I'm sure other people felt compassion towards you and your situation. But was this even a lie? Like your tears that you're crying right now, they're like, as you're saying how beautiful Ruby is, and she's a great, amazing person, and she's changed so much. Like, do you even believe this yourself? I don't know.
It's mind blowing. It's actually mind blowing.
You make me.
I'm crying. This. That's what I want.
You're in person. One of your answers is getting prayer, or is one of your prayers are getting answered because we have talked to God together, prayed together, and you have asked you just want people to really just see you, and obviously you want to make an impact in someone's life, and you did make an
impact. Well, we see you now, Jimmy.
Impact in someone's life. So your prayer literally got answered. So thank you, God.
I know.
Answering your prayer. Yes.
This is spiritual abuse. What the fuck?
Hey, no, this is literally in a spiritual abuse on camera. We're seeing it in person, and like you said, if we don't fix our actions after this, Ruby, we're literally seeing how people are being lying or lying to us and being deceitful right in our faces. So it's
yeah. All right, it's a wake-up call that we need to be navigating this space with wisdom and discernment, and not let creepy liars get the best of us. And he was using a lot of flattery, and he's telling me things I want to hear, oh, Ruby, you really did change. I see that. Oh, wow, it's so hard being a junkie, blah, blah, blah. Music to Ruby's ears. But come on, dude. Come on.
Okay, I know we need to see this fucking cartel part.
I know. I don't want to actually.
The part that I want to find. That's the only part I want to hear.
Yes, you are a star.
You're a star, honey.
I mean, I don't want to go too far, but online, I've made mistakes not even that long ago, and just, I'm not going to. It's not. Oh my God, I don't want to hear. And that's the peer-to-peer support is so important, and communities. And when I share details of my
people, we're humans. We are supposed to have emotions. We're supposed to feel things. Or helping someone overcome something that they've been struggling with. So you guys should be both very proud of yourselves. So no matter what your guys.
Defined by your moments, you're defined by what's in here, honey.
Part of me, but I get out of control, and then
you fucked over someone's career, you fucked over someone's life, you broke their heart, you are just openly telling them to kill themselves, any type of situation, and you don't feel any remorse after you did that. Please go seek help, because you really need help. That's my biggest judgment you guys will ever see me make. You guys really need help. Facts.
That goes along with Jimmy, and as you see today, guys, we're judging because the fact that you can sit here and lie, you need to seek help. You need to seek help, and I stand on what I said that day. And little did I know, I'm foreshadowing into the future on our situation. What the fuck,
right, dude?
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then, no, bro, if this doesn't come up, I don't know where this is at in that video.
There's still a little, there's a bit
Right,
left.
no, you're right. Like my ex-wife, like I talked to her today. She's watching right now because she doesn't believe I'll be on a stream.
Oh my gosh. She has said that she watched the streams and that's how she knows it was, his house.
Hi,
ex-wife.
I'm very madly in love with her. Like, I messed up. I did that. I can't blame that on anybody, and I can't hate her for it. I hate myself for it because I had 20
That's
years.
like my mom and dad couldn't fall asleep, and that can make a difference. So,
like your apology and like.
Sometimes guys get on here and trash girls, when they break up or they get divorced. She's this, she's that. No, my ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife's a good woman, a good, decent woman.
He definitely does not seem to have a lot of respect for women in certain DMs that I've seen, but we don't have to get it. So glad you have that with her, and for the sake of your child, to be on, not fighting or Speaking of the sake of his child, he's not allowed to see the child. He did really wrong in divorce. I've seen it, and I'm glad I never ended up getting married or divorced, so I didn't have to deal with that. But
Ruby, I'm available if you ever want to get married. With those eyes, honey, you got me already.
Oh my God, he is hamming it up.
I'm cringing for you right now, Ruby.
I'll
take you up on that offer right now.
His eyes are all you gotta do is look into the camera, Ruby, with them eyes.
That's it. I'm done.
They're very light sensitive. I wear sunglasses. Like I can't. Like I literally, it's like I can't.
Want to put a ring on it?
Right.
You guys for letting me whatever this. Blame her, low. You get her for me.
I mean, that means a lot.
Because you absolutely deserve that. Everyone deserves.
Like, I mean, if I am skeptical, I don't know what my diagnosis means, but especially after, I don't know, it's all confusing because it's like, do I need mood stabilizers? Because I should look at like the transcript. Duh. Isn't there a way to like see what it says?
I have no idea. I would have to like.
Oh, here it is.
Let me go. Just try to go back in.
Show transcripts. Here we go. Let's see if I can just spot it.
I think you will be able to. You got this, Ruby. And while you do that, I am going to look on YouTube. Or actually, guys, while Ruby does that and tries to find that, let's get a little bit of Word of God in, of course, and read our scripture of the day.
Hell yeah. Or heaven, yeah.
I think it's on this one.
Dude, I'm not good at this.
Okay.
But at least
and of course, obviously, guys, it goes with today. But scripture of the day is 2 Timothy 3:2, and it is, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, boasters, proud, covetous," I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. So this verse serves as a warning about the moral and spiritual decline that will occur in the last days that are going to come. Revelation, like Revelation says. Paul, he's the one who had wrote in Timothy, so he lists a number of negative traits and the behaviors. So first was the lovers of your own self. That speaks of the selfishness and self-centeredness that will characterize individuals in the last days. This self-love will lead to the pursuit of personal gain and gratification at the expense of others. The second, covetous, I don't know how you say that, but it speaks about the materialistic and greedy nature of society, where the pursuit of wealth and possessions become a primary focus for many. The third one was boasters. This reflects the arrogance and vanity of people. People will boast about their accomplishments and elevate themselves above others, and they will take pride in their own abilities and achievements without acknowledging the role of God within their lives. Fourth, blasphemers, those who seek with contempt and disrespect towards God and sacred things. This indicates a widespread disregard for spiritual values and a refusal to honor and worship God. And then furthermore, obviously the passage kind of speaks about, the disobedient, unthankful. So that's just kind of highlighting like your family relationships, your lack of gratitude, things like that, your blessings, not receiving those. And lastly, the verse mentions people will be unholy, indicating a lack of a reverence for God and a departure from morals and ethical standards. So it reflects the moral decay and spiritual depravity that will be prevalent. And this is a reminder to stay faithful and steadfast in just the midst of everything that goes on, not just within the last days, things that happen within our lifetime. And did you guys see how fast like it got dark? Like, what the fuck?
I know, it really did. It really did.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and trigger warning chat, this isn't going to be a super long episode because we're both just a little tired and it's going to get dark soon. Well, it is going to
and we're seeing
you're still glowing so bright and it shines through.
I love you, Ruby. Thanks. No, I should have brought like light out here, but I didn't even think I thought it was going to continue to stay, bright, but it is what it is. Oh, look, Gummy Frog found it. Or Ruby, you found it 2 hours and 15 minutes.
2 hours and 15 minutes in the oh, okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Gummy Froggy. I could probably figure out how to find it, but it was just monopolizing my already very short attention span. I could.
Dean, don't be trying to play with me because I'm literally looking back there hello, I'm scared.
Oh yeah, people don't do that.
Someone jumping over the fence and coming to get me or something. I'm scared.
All right, let me go to episode 2, which is in the live. So many episodes.
You really are amazing for finding that so fast. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. But I hope you that scripture of the day.
Oh, it's this one. It was episode 4.
Okay, yeah. But I do hope that you guys like the scripture today. Really well with what we have going on, obviously, with all the lies and deception and how people obviously act, just giving you the personality traits of, even though that was talking about what it's going to be in the last days, people act like that still to this day. And that's just a reminder to kind of not be that way and to stay away from people like that.
And always reconnect with what's really important to you. What are your true values? What are you spending your time doing? What are you focused on? And if it's numbers online, money, status, material possessions, envying what other people have, that's always going to derail you. And you need to focus on being connected to your loved ones and connected to your values in these kind of confusing times, and always reflect and check in with yourself and be skeptical, but not paranoid. And it's just an art, not a math. It's you just have to find that balance. Also,
it's always going to be a forever journey, guys. Never forget that. Don't think that there's going to be an end to this shit, because there's not. You're going to forever be trying to find a better way to live life, to navigate through life. And it's I feel it's intimidating to hear that, because when I first realized that, damn, this is a never ending journey. It's really something that does weigh on you. I think I got bit on the eyebrow by a mosquito, guys. Oh my gosh.
No, not the mosquito.
We gotta hurry up and watch this cartel part.
Yeah. Well, let me just get to this. Oh wait, so they're saying it's on episode not 4, it's on episode 1. Episode.
No, it's on 4. It's on 4.
Oh.
Gummy Frog said it was PC.
Chat, don't confuse me, chat. I'm not good with the tech.
EAE, is this your first time tuning in? I get so offended when
here's my bucket list. I want to smoke a blunt with Low one day.
We can.
Ruby.
Bro, we can. Okay, guys, are we about to really have an IRL LOL Angels?
Dude, I'm still totally down. I'm still totally down, and we can fundraise on chat to get you freaking ticket out to Haven. Got plenty of room. I'll start smoking outside. I gotta I don't want to poison you.
Dude, that's
an actual concern. Well, I should be vaping in there. I feel better.
I smoke a cigarette.
What's up?
I said it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you're 2 hours and 2
hours and 15 minutes. Okay, sorry. I'm really this. I never use I cannot wait to get new just gear, a laptop that works and a phone that works and just all of that jazz. It's coming soon. It's coming soon because I'm monetized, and the people, the memberships, the donos, everyone's been so supportive, and I have so much gratitude for that. And it's been awesome. Oh, okay.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm only 23, anybody obviously universal
put it in 1.2.
I am not sex savvy by any means, and I grew up in the halfway in the generation of technology, and I still don't know how to use the shit. So I don't blame you, honestly. I don't blame you at all.
I'm still trying to get Discord to work on my phone. I got it on the iPad. I can't get it to work on the phone.
I'm always forgetting my login. It's a freaking fiasco. I'm like,
well, if you do have any questions about that or YouTube at all, you can always ask me or Ruby, or even reach out to OPC Don, Get Cracked. There's hella people.
OPC Don doesn't like me because
Get Cracked. I'm so sorry for mentioning your name. I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, I misjudge people too. I was thinking about that the other day because some people like pride themselves in like, yeah, I'm a good read of a person, and it's like, I don't know if I am sometimes, like, you know, because
I really don't know.
You think they're one way, and then they surprise you by being totally different, and then you're like, talk about foreshadowing.
No, we're both like foreshadowing like fuck on this situation, this occasion. This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What? I wonder if he's thinking like, yep, that's me you're talking about right now. Like,
you think he probably, I mean, in the back of his head, like, I feel like that's always in the back of a liar's head. Like, you know, they're thinking of their actual truths. Exactly.
So much effort for what? Like, the thing is, just be yourself, whoever you are, like, wherever you're at, we will accept you. And everyone has a story or something they've overcome in life. And we'd love to hear it. It doesn't have to be a brain tumor. It doesn't have to be like some crazy thing.
Like, that since day one, and that's the reason that he did come up. So maybe we should just stop saying that. Maybe we should just keep it strictly me and Ruby, or Lo and Ruby talk. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
How could I have ever thought that other way? You know, it's wild how the perception works. Like,
yeah.
Perception isn't.
But
that is.
Thank you for accepting my apology. That really means a lot to me, Ruby, personally.
Well, you literally, it means so much what you said. Like, you know, in this interview, is very surprisingly very moving, and it means a lot. It really does. I want to puke.
So yeah, any questions you want to know? I mean,
I know I had lots of questions once you were asking, but then like you kind of like answered some of them. But let me think.
I sold guns with the cartel. How's that? I won't say who or what, but I sold guns with them. I'm not part of them. I sold guns with them.
You were just affiliated a little bit.
There you go. I just made deals.
I'm so scared of guns. Oh my God.
Have you ever, like, obviously, have you ever been out of the state or any states? Have you been out of the country?
I lived in South America for 5 years when I was running for the feds. Yep.
Oh, wow.
I don't know South America too well, but like what part? Or can you say? Okay. That's actually crazy. I've never obviously been to.
I'm not going to say the town because there's people.
No, you're good. That's fine. If you can't say it, don't.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And that he said I couldn't say the town. Like, there's people watching, you know, we can't be having.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we are so naive. I can't with us.
Bro, dude, I mean, I got bamboozled by the Thorpes too. So obviously I have an issue in the perception department. So chat, we need your help. We need your help.
Yeah, guys, chat, you guys got to be looking out for us. Like, me and Ruby, we're just girls. Like, we need help. We don't know how to decipher through life. Like, please.
It's confusing. We're doing our best. Okay. But I see Lois getting eaten alive. What else do we have on the agenda? Could do.
Well, we can show. Did we have our pictures uploaded? Just because, like, we usually, you know, do our whatever. But yeah, guys, this is me and my mom. I'm not gonna say my mom's name, so you guys can like stop.
Oh my God! I thought that was like a friend of yours. Oh my gosh!
No, that's my mom. That we went to like this safari thing, but they had this huge like bird cage. Obviously, it was from the ground up, and we got. They gave us those little sticks, and the birds came and sat on them, and it was just super cute.
That's freaking adorable.
Yeah, and then this is obviously I like to incorporate my sunsets. So. So those are my pictures.
I uploaded this there's a K-pop group I like, and in one of their performances they're all wearing little angel wing things. It was like part of their it's kind of
I was focusing on the bow, but I see the little wings at the top.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to get something like that for the show. And then also my neighbor has been giving me like these amazing
so cute
things, and like I need to get back into like my skincare game, but always getting blessed. Oh, also, shout out. Keemstar's a jerk, but rest in peace to his dog who passed away.
R.I.P. Skipper. Girl.
Yeah, rest in peace, Skipper. And yeah, I think that was it for the pictures.
Yeah,
there was other thing I wanted to upload, but I like couldn't like get to convert it to MP4, so it was just being annoying.
No, you're good. I need to have better I need to actually I just don't take photos during the week, so I always have to try to find old photos in my camera roll. But I'm gonna try this week to get some new photos in. I feel like we're obviously gonna be hitting. Oh, sorry. Obviously, I don't know why I just said it like that, but we're gonna be hitting 100 member Discord. 100th member. So I'm gonna be
He's
thinking
at 99. So the people are gonna have to race to find it. There's a link in our description, and we can post it in chat too, or I'll put.
Right.
I'm frozen. All right.
I don't know. Yeah, no, it's like mosquitoes and little gnats. Like I'm like, guys, I gotta go. We're outside.
Yeah, if you want to run inside, or I could just read the last.
No, I'm fine. Believe me, I'm good. Just you can read that. What was I about to say though? I was gonna say something for the chat. Oh yeah, just next week. Obviously, when we have our episode next week, it'll be the 100th member, and so I'm sure me and Ruby are going to be figuring out what arts and crafts, show and tell thing we want to do for you guys to show you guys our appreciation for you guys supporting us. But for now, like, we're gonna have to talk about it because I have no clue what I want to do. Like, you always have the good little ideas of how to incorporate everybody. Like, I'm just good at like, painting myself and doing whatever.
You always have great creative ideas. And also you were the mastermind behind our hit song, which I forgot to tell you. One of my friends, like my IRL friends, just randomly texted me and was like, how did you get that song? Like, it's so good. I guess they're
really?
AI thing. And I was like, yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Like,
whoa, hey guys, if you need an AI song written by Lo, let me know. Bars, but we can figure some shit out. But yeah, go ahead with the daily devotional. Get Crack said, I'm scared. I know as soon as this stream ends, guys, I'm closing my shit and running inside.
Yeah, and I'll probably do another stream, maybe going out to get pizza or something, because I'm going to go out and get dinner. So I'll do a little LOL Angels after show or something on my phone. What's today? The 15th. Here we go.
The 16th.
The 16th. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Father's longing. The longing of my Father is that everyone who embraces the Son and believes in him will experience eternal life, and I will raise them up in the last day. John 6:40. Your understanding of the Father informs your ideas of God's nature. When you picture the Father, what kind of disposition do you think he has? Perhaps you think he is aloof, vengeful, or unpredictable. Maybe you already see him the way Jesus presented him, as the loving Father. Jesus' idea of the Father was based in utter truth. He didn't exaggerate or diminish a thing. Jesus knows the Father best, and we can trust that what he says is true. God longs to usher you into his kingdom where you will dwell with him forever. The love of Jesus is not distinct to him. The love of Jesus is a reflection of the love of the Father. He wants all people to experience the freedom and power of his mercy in their lives. You don't have to wonder what the Father feels towards you. He loves you. Not he loves you except for, not he loves you in spite of, he loves you. Be drawn to his love and let him revive your hope, which we all need. A little hope revival, because this kind of stuff with Jimmy and other people lying, it is demoralizing. But I want to still have hope that there's, a chance for everyone to improve and find happiness and healing in their lives.
I don't
the last part is
for them too.
Be drawn to his love and let him revive. Oh, wait, I said that. Father, open my understanding to see you as you truly are, merciful, kind, and better than I can imagine.
Amen. Oh, stop. That made me happy. At least we can have our word of God, because what he really does say, he does love us for us. There is no like contradictions or, exceptions on us that he puts on us or anything. Like, he just loves us for who we actually are, like no matter where we are in life. And that's like one of the biggest things I appreciate him for, because we all know, Lo's not perfect, Ruby's not perfect. So just knowing that there's that one person in life, or one, whatever you want to say, entity, creator, that absolutely loves you. Like, if you don't know, somebody loves you, one person does. And it's a great, amazing feeling, honestly.
Exactly. And you don't have to lie or make things up to get, attention or to be accepted and loved, just as you are. It's always best to just live simple and live in honesty. And if you say anything that's inaccurate, to just correct it. But these huge deceptive, stories were crazy. Also, Amarni announced we have 101 members.
Ooh, nice. Shout out to you guys and good fucking job because we didn't even did we even share it? Did you share the Discord? Like
I think there's still like an open link, but I didn't drop it in chat. So
shout out to you guys. Okay, well that obviously like solidifies it. Next week we'll have something to show appreciation to you guys for our 100 members, our 100 founding. I want to call you our founding, like not founding fathers, but our
the founding members, because it's like
founding, yeah.
They're the people, it means the most to be the people who like found me, like, or my channel or things when it, like right at the beginning, and we're there for that journey, helped promote, helped spread the word, engaged in chat, shared, like all those things. It literally, it makes the show. It's half the fucking deal, It's like so.
And that's what people don't realize. Like, yes, LOL Angels is about Ruby and Lo and us talking about whatever. But if you guys weren't here, there would be no show. You know what I mean? So you guys are a very big part of it. We love you guys and we appreciate you. Tony, the Tiger, shout out to you. We actually are about to end because I'm outside, as you can see. It's fucking dark. It literally went down so quick. The sun, I don't know what happened, but I'm getting bit up and I gotta go.
Yeah. And we're gonna have a great episode next week. Same time, same place. And join me for a little walk downtown to get pizza in like 10 minutes or something.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. Oh my gosh, sorry, I almost bumped that because there's a bug on me. Guys, I'm about to freak out.
Good night.
We are angels, shining so bright, spreading love, lifting hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Every step you take, every dream you chase, know that you're enough, you're in the right place. Ruby and Lo, here to lift you higher with love in our hearts, we're light in the sky. Ruby and Lo, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOL Angels, shining so bright, spreading love, lifting hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. Hope in your heart, kindness in your hands. Together we rise like golden strands. No fear, no limits, just love and light. We'll change the world when we all unite. We are the LOL Angels, shining so bright, spreading love, lifted hearts, lighting up the night. Believe in yourself, let your spirit soar. Faith is the key, and love is the door. To everyone who shares this dream, you're the light, you're the beam. Thank you for love, for faith, for grace. Together we shine, one heart, one place.